Hello everybody. We've recently had some modifications made to the transom of our Tideway dinghy here, and one of the changes was to put on a couple of rollock sockets on the back here so that you could have oars pointing out over the back of your boat. Why would you want to do this? Well, this is so we could try sculling over the stern, which, if you don't know it, is a technique where you put an oar in here and you sweep it to and fro in a kind of sinuous movement, and this propels the boat forward. This is the idea. So why would you do this instead of just ordinary rowing? We've got two oars, why not use them? Surely that's faster. Well, yes, it is usually faster, but it has some disadvantages. If you're using two oars, you make the boat a lot wider. So if you're trying to get into narrow spaces, it's very nice to have almost the sort of manual equivalent of a small outboard motor on the back, just getting you into small gaps in the width of the boat. The second thing is that if you do this right, you can face forward while you're doing it, so you can actually see where you're going, which isn't normally the case with traditional rowing. And lastly, it's much easier if you only have to get one oar out at the bottom of the boat than two. So yesterday, for the first time, I took this out on the Grey Twos to have a go. I'd never done it before. As you'll see, my my technique was not very elegant, but I did manage to move forward. Let's go have a look. So this is my first attempt at sculling over the stern. Just using one oar here, and it's sort of sweeping it to and fro, kind of figure of eight motion, and we had some new rollocks fitted to go, new rollock sockets, so we could put a rollock in the stern. Oh, I should concentrate here. And this means that we can try this. Now, just occasionally I get in a flow here and I go, oh, I see how this works, but it's not often yet. But it's sort of like stand-up paddleboarding, I guess, but with less chance of falling in, one hopes. One thing I do realise is that to do this properly I could do with an oar that's at least a foot longer. And I had one of those. Well, it wouldn't fit in the bottom of the boat, but it'd fit in the top. Let's see if I can get back into a rhythm here. There we go. That's a bit better. The thing about this is that while, at least for me, at the moment, rowing would be much more efficient, this can get you into very narrow gaps. You don't have to have the width of two oars, and you can stand up and face the direction you're going. Now, when it works well. The question is how calloused my hands will be before I get any good at it. Now the good thing here, lost it. That's the trick. The good thing here is that the wind is behind me. Slowly getting better. This is the first time I've tried this, so don't take a photo as I fall. Fish are jumping. There we go. What things on your floats. Out of the rollock. Now actually moving down the river. Faster than the flow of the river as well, just in case you're wondering. Let's go back over towards where we launched. where I get closer to other people, and so I just have to look as if I've been doing this all my life, and it comes perfectly naturally. Try and go too fast. Okay, so there you are. That was my first attempt. Not very elegant, as you can see, I need a lot of practice. I think I probably need a rather longer oar as well. An extra foot or so would be good, because you really want to be doing this kind of a motion rather than trying to do it down at, you know, chest height or lower. So I may have to look out and see if I can find an oar that's about a foot longer than the one I had. But generally, I could see this would be very satisfying if you got to do it a bit better, and so I'll keep practicing. Definitely fun. If you actually want to know how sculling works, I did find a good tutorial online, and I'll put a link to it in the video below. But if you get a chance to do this, I do recommend it. A lot of traditional boats had a sort of notch here or somewhere on the transom, and you'll often see boats that have that, and that is for this purpose. You can either do it with a sculling notch or with a rollock like we have, and so you don't need to modify your transom quite in the way we've done here to be able to do this. But if you do want to try it without cutting notches in your transom, if you don't have them already, then there is also a different way of mounting rollock sockets on the side or the back of the boat, and I'll put a picture in here. Actually, you can get the idea of these sort of side mounting sockets, and that would be probably the easiest way if you actually wanted to try stern sculling on a boat that wasn't originally equipped for it. Anyway, hope that's useful for someone. Thanks for watching. More soon.